Hi Aries, welcome to your 2018 Astro-Tarot forecast. My name is Charlotte from astrology.com, and before we get started with the cards, I'm going to give you a bit of an astrological synopsis. Now, I'm not going to be able to cover everything here with the astrological forecast, but I do want you to know that I'm going to try to hit the main points, things that are really going to affect you, the themes of your life for this year. I also want to remind you that the astrological information that I'm about to give you is information that you can really count on. The stars really provide a map of consciousness for us, the energies that we're going to face throughout the year, the subjects that we're going to be interested in, the energy surrounding us. And the cards are really a projection of our consciousness today. So the collective consciousness for the sign of Aries is what's going to be presented here in this general reading. And so you may see something in the card reading that you can really use free will to rectify, to change, because it's going to present the energies that are going to be available astrologically. That's how spirit works when we're looking at a reflection of consciousness versus the map of consciousness. But in the card reading, I'm hoping that there is information that you can pick up, that you can really move forward with, or should you choose, maybe try to avoid through free will. Now, Saturn has moved into Capricorn in December, and this is going to bring a bit of trial for you related to your career, your place in society. And I think a lot of you have felt that with Pluto and Capricorn even over the last decade. And with Saturn here, it's not going to allow you to just sit and wallow in the things that you're unhappy with in your life. It's going to demand that you put in hard work. And if you don't do the hard work, Aries, if you do not make strides in your career by working hard or getting a plan together or organizing or finding new ways and new outlets that you can work, maybe even with authority figures, to really put yourself out there in society or to gain the lifestyle that you want, it's going to be hard on you. And I do want to tell you before we even get started that you really need a solid foundation. And so as we begin the reading for the year, I can see through the stars that that is exactly what the universe is bringing towards you this year. A new home, a new sense of family unity, if you will, a new solid foundation, or more of a solid foundation. And I think that's going to happen this summer. But before we go there, there is a lunar eclipse in Leo. This is going to take place in your 5th house from the end of January and into February, a solar eclipse in Aquarius that is going to light up your 11th house. So this is really changing the dynamic of some of your friendships, of some of the ways that you socialize. For some of you, some of your creative projects. Some of you may feel like there's been an ending with a child or an emergency with a child that you needed to attend to. Or some of you, maybe even by the end of January, are really just wrapping up creative projects or events with children. Or maybe even romantic interludes, dates, vacation, something of that nature. But with Jupiter in Scorpio, which is your 8th house, I feel like many of you this year are really going to become more intimate with your partners. Some of you are going to profit from your partner. Some of you are going to maybe even begin a business, start a business. And you have until about September to really wrap up those things with Jupiter there supporting you. And Jupiter will work with you in your finance sector with a stalwart of the community or a father figure or an authority figure related to your career. For some of you, this could really be your father, maybe perhaps giving you a loan to be able to move forward with a business of your own, or something that's going to allow you to have more of a lifestyle or career that you wanted, and maybe even bring some new people into your circle. Now, March 31st, Venus is going to be in Taurus in your second house. And this is really going to oppose Jupiter. What it's going to do is going to expand a spending phase in your life. And so it's for some of you who are wanting to get that business off the ground, it could be that when Venus moves into Taurus, March the 31st, that you are going to be able to really move forward in all of the financial situations that you have your eye on. Uranus is going to move into Taurus in your second house, and that's going to take place in May. And this is a big deal because Uranus only changes signs about every 8 years, 7-8 years. And in this situation, this is going to bring shakeups with your money. Now, is that going to make your money flow a little unstable? Yes, it will. But I feel like if this is a secondary position, perhaps for you and you're in a relationship, or if you take this opportunity to do something innovative, Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, and that rules your friendship sector. So if you're going to put yourself out there, perhaps socially, to open up a business even, or you're going to put yourself out to really find an innovative way to make more money. Perhaps this is a publishing, broadcasting situation where you are really opening up the doors to communication with other people because you have hosted Uranus in your sign for the past 7-8 years. So this is really going to bring some stability for you personally. You may actually be happy to see Uranus move on from your sign because now your focus is going to be on your money rather than yourself and all the attention coming on you that could have seemed negative at times with Uranus in Aries squaring Pluto in Capricorn. And so whereas before your place in society or career didn't necessarily work with who you were as a person, now it is going to work with bringing more money in for you. So keep that in mind. Now Mars is going to be in Aquarius this year for about 5 months. It's going to move into Aquarius in May. So in May, big changes for everyone with Uranus moving into Taurus, Mars moving into Aquarius. And the reason I say that it's going to be a big change for Mars moving into Aquarius is because Uranus rules Aquarius. So Uranus is changing signs. Mars is moving into Aquarius, and Mars will also later retrograde in Aquarius, making its path through Aquarius to last about 5 months there. So that tells me that for a lot of people are going to be focused on Aquarian related subjects, and for you, this is related to your social sector. So you're going to have some starts and stops in the people who you surround yourself with, who you speak to, people even located at a distance for you. And so this new innovative way that you're going to make money, it's almost like you have to open up a new public speaking voice, or you're opening up new friendship sectors, new groups of people that you're going to be socializing with. So for some of you, this could be as simple as, you changing your title to be someone who, pleases the vision that you would want to be in your mind in society. And, feeling like you now have the money to be that person. For others of you, this is about starting a new career field and really putting yourself out there in a new and different way and making money. Now, once we get to July, so all of those shakeups are going to happen from May, where you're experiencing all of these new social opportunities. And then in July, there is a solar eclipse in Cancer. And this lights up your 4th house of home. And I have to tell you that some of you are changing groups of friends because you are going to be moving. So some of you may be wrapping up, friendships at one location, and you're going to be moving forward to a new location in the middle of the summer. And I don't think it's going to be pleasant for some of you. Cancer is not a sign that flows well with Aries. And this eclipse is going to be opposite Pluto, but trying to Neptune. So I feel like for some of you, you're taking a step back. I know I just said that you're going to be more social, but for some of you, it's more about surrounding a place where you are going to decide to reside at, or you're going to move home and now you're going to be surrounded by different people. Of course, this could upset your career field. For some of you, this is about balancing home and family and career. And this solar eclipse on July 12th in Cancer is followed by a lunar eclipse July 27th in the sign of Aquarius. And so this is an ending, a social ending for you surrounding your home in July. For some of you, again, this is not going to be comfortable. Mars will still be retrograde through August the 27th. So I feel like for some of you, this is going to be some arguments or misunderstandings related to some of your friends, and perhaps leaving some of them behind. There is going to be a Venus retrograde in the second part of the year in Scorpio. And I have to warn you, especially Aries, because this is falling on your financial sector. You're going to really have to watch your money from August through December even, maybe even into January of 19, because with the Venus retrograde, we experience losses in money and relationships. And with this taking place in your 8th house, I mean, this could definitely be, old news concerning trust within a relationship, concerning talks about divorce, concerning finances in the relationship. It's really going to come up again. With having hosted Jupiter there all year, and now with Jupiter moving into Sagittarius there, I feel like, though, this is really going to be about maybe you making plans related to education, academics, travel, legality, something like that could come up towards the end of the year. And for some of you, you could actually be leaving a relationship. I think that's only going to be for a few of you, but I think there's going to be something to work out there with your partner concerning travel, legalities, publishing, internet, academics, with your partner pertaining to money. And it could be, of course, situations coming up online with your partner. There could be some negative situations there, but I'm hoping you'll use it for the positive. And having started this new career, perhaps some of you are going to be going back to school, and there are going to be issues regarding student loans that you need to work out, or some type of funding as you go back to school that you're really going to have to sort out there at the end of the year. Now I'm going to get into the card reading. I'm sorry if that took so long, but there was a lot to cover, and I didn't even cover half of it. We have a lot going on this year with the 2 retrogrades of Mars and Venus. So looking at your cards here, I did see, as I laid them out earlier, that there are some negative things. First of all, I'm drawn to the bees, and this is 8 of Wands. Now, in this particular card deck, I don't really like the bees to represent the 8 of Wands, because I feel like the 8 of Wands is about putting yourself out there in communication. But with the bees here, this can sometimes be an argumentative influence here that we're seeing as a reflection of consciousness in the cards. For some of you, this is a home move, or this is a lot of energy within the move, within the home coming up. And I feel like there's something here that's blocking that during the first part of the year. We also have, this shake-up here, this important changes coming up in the first part of the year. And I feel like this is about people who are behaving emotionally, like angry. And this could be related to a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces male. And I feel like there's some blocks here concerning that situation. This could also be a father figure, someone who nurtures and overprotects their children. Or it could just be someone who is presenting themselves in your life that you know of personally, that is Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Could be even be your partner. And there are some shakeups with this person, perhaps even some arguments. And I feel like there are a lot of emotions that are just kind of out of whack and unbalanced right now. And I mean, I see the Prince of Wands up against this life experience card as someone who, is constantly shaking things up. They're delving into their emotions too much here. And really, keeping everyone else stirred up here, I feel like, with the bees here and the wheel reversed. And for some of you, I feel like this is about, you taking a break even. Like you're taking a break from whatever this emotion is that is really flooding in your home family sector. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, especially if you're an older Aries female, this could be about conflicts associated with this person. Perhaps you were trying to stand up for yourself, but I feel like a lot of immature energy here, heartbreak even, sadness, because it seems like 2 very different energies who are warring against each other. For some of you, you may be wanting to move forward with your career, and you're really trying to put yourself out there, but it's like this emotional disruption just continues constantly. Either this is with a group of people, and here I have 8 of Wands here with this 8 of Wands. So I feel like this is definitely in the first part of the year probably even up until July, August time frame, there is going to be so much communication conflicts, even with people, that you're going to have to sort through. And at times you may just feel like hiding out at home because you don't want to really deal with these situations. I'm going to call out this life experience card. And now here we have the wheel upright. Here we have the wheel reversed. Here we have Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra male. This is, to me, talking about, again, two battling energies. Someone wants their way. It seems like it's you, Aries, especially if you're a female. And you are determined to get what you want. You are determined to put yourself out there, to make strides in your career, even in your lifestyle, and the way that you want your life to be, and the way that you want your home and family to be. And I feel like, you know, this other person could be trying to get in your way, whether that's Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This could definitely be an emotional legal battle for some of you. This could be an emotional battle pertaining to a parent or partner's career. I have the Tower card here twice, and so I'm assuming that there is some sort of news that comes in for you that is not good news. I feel like this is about money, even. I feel like, you know, everything's okay, but it's like this news that comes in, or this change in the family dynamic regarding careers or money or something, it really shakes things up, and it's upsetting. And you're trying to really balance all of the emotions that you're feeling and that other people are feeling flying around here. And I have to tell you, this is the most intense reading that I've gotten so far. Because whatever's happening here, it's like it's so upsetting to you. And you're just wanting, you know, what you want. You're wanting your own hopes and wishes and dreams. You're wanting to move forward with that. But this emotional situation, whether it's you or someone else, is what is keeping things really stirred up. And, yeah, you're on the defense here over heartbreak, over career, over sudden things that are coming in for you regarding long-term investments. This could even be affecting someone around you. Again, parents or partners. And with that eclipse there, and Leo in the first part of the year, you know, if for every eclipse it takes about 6 months of adjustment, even the lunar eclipses. Now, solar eclipses bring things that begin. So I think there are a lot of new beginnings for you socially, especially from, you know, February forward. But I feel like there's something ending here in the first part of the year because of whatever communication is coming in for you. I'm going to pull an oracle here. Oh, not two, didn't we? So this is talking about the power of prayer. And be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives you in response to your prayer and dreams coming true. So again, I mean, I feel like you do have these wishes. You know, things are going to move forward for you. But there's something here that's upsetting, that's, you know, kind of behind the scenes, behind the curtain, perhaps related to someone in your home and family, related to money, a job, career. And it's like the timing is just not quite right. Like there's a start and a stop. It's going to take more communication. It's going to take more time, Aries. And let's look again in the second part of the year. Now we're getting about to the middle part of the year when those eclipses are going to take place. Of course, Mars will be retrograde in your friendship sector. Uranus will have moved into Taurus in your family sector. And so High Priestess is here. And as a rule, I usually put 2 cards on the High Priestess because I want to hear what she has to say. She's saying that you need to use your intuition, that there's something hidden here. And sometimes it's for your own good. But she's saying if you feel trapped in a situation, that there's a way to turn the situation around where you're not feeling as disappointed. And we have King of Pentacles here, middle of the year, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I really think this is about the man who holds the purse strings. It's like you're moving towards this person. like you're offering money to this person, or you're putting an offer out there. But it's kind of like this person wants his cake and eat it too. And he could be the manager of a company. He could be the leader of an organization. He could be the boss that somehow holds your purse strings. He could be a father figure. And I feel like you're wanting to ask for something from this person, or you're wanting to receive something, but it's just not working out the way that you have planned. Nevertheless, I do feel like there are things that are going well. I feel like you are going to be able to have the money that you need. You know, perhaps some of you are paying off people, paying off bills, rather. There's some sort of defeat. It's like you're pushing forward to get these things you want, but things around you are changing so much that you're not able to get everything that you want. But I think you'll get some of it, Aries. For some of you, there are offers concerning relationships that you're just bored with. You're really just bored. Some of you are needing a relationship or wanting a relationship, and you don't like the offers that you're getting. So I think what's going to happen is you're going to really change your focus by the middle of the year to really think about how it is that you can make money on your own. You know, with Pluto there being in your career sector, if you're dawdling around and being lazy in your career, lazy in school, lazy in wanting to move forward with life, you're just going to be in a cesspool of, around you in control. And you want to move forward out of that. And the only way that you're going to move forward out of that, Aries, go back to school, to invest in something for your future in some way, to open your own business, perhaps, to communicate in a different way. Then you have that lunar eclipse, the solar eclipse in Cancer in July, and then the lunar eclipse in your friendship sector. So for some of you, you're going to be moving, I feel like. Or you're going to be perhaps purchasing a home. But it's changing your status in life and your location. I feel like there could be some arguments about a new opportunity that's coming up. Like your partner wants to maybe put the house up for sale, and it's not what you're wanting to do. Or, there's this missed opportunity that you see as a missed opportunity and you're seeing as a disappointment, but the Spirit is saying you don't need to feel trapped. You're only trapped in your mind. And you can turn this situation around from disappointment. There are things that you cannot see that are coming in by the end of the year. But I do feel like you're going to be able to make some new friends. There are going to be some new accolades here, but I feel like this is disruptive between you and a parent or partner. So let's look at what this missed opportunity is. This is definitely involving home, family, females. You're just not wanting to see the future, I feel like. And of course, these cards can change, Aries. So make sure that if you are, in a home move, that you start immediately working towards new friendships, putting yourself out there to network with other people. If you have a change in society or a change in your family dynamic, work hard to create a new, solid family life. And I feel like, by the end of the year, say from October through December, you're really struggling to relook at your finances even. You're struggling to think about what it is that you want in a relationship. Some of you are even pondering divorce. Some of you are struggling to get creative projects off the ground. And I think you have to calm down all of these emotions. Let's see what it is that you can't see, because I feel like you're having a hard time making a decision here. Yeah, some of you are just having a hard time dealing with change. You had felt like you were getting stable, and then now you're feeling unstable. But what's really happening is Spirit is pushing you towards a more stable home life. Let's check out your career for 2018. You're stronger than you know. This is about taking care of yourself also. And I think you are focused on yourself, Aries. You generally are. All Aries usually are very good at defending themselves and taking care of themselves. But this is about you seeing past yourself and joining in a group effort because you know it's going to be what's best for your family in the long haul. And you're going to have to adapt to this change. You have to start thinking about collecting abundance and, for the long haul. And I feel like it's really hard for you. Like you just want it all, but you're not wanting to put in the effort for your own contribution, Aries. Some of you are caught up on memories from the past. And you're not seeing what you could have in the future. You're not seeing that whatever was in the past might have been great. You might have had a great life. I've had a great life before Pluto entered Capricorn, right? In 2008. But there's something even better coming. And you're not seeing it. Some of you need to let go of the people you're with. Who have people around you who are addicted, overly concerned with money. That is what your life has become. And some of you just continue to feel so trapped in this situation. It's a lot of entrapment here. And look at this cat. She has on a beautiful leash, doesn't she? It's like a diamond collar, rather. All these jewels dripping, but she's trapped. She's trapped on a leash. And the card is ego. And I feel like some of you, what I'm seeing here is someone who's just, I'm going to be honest, acting like they're spoiled. And they're not appreciating, it's not that. It's not that they're not appreciating. It's that they're too focused on material things. And seeing themselves as an individual rather than a group. And if you want to have a stable home and family so that you can have the lifestyle you want, Aries, you have to be a part of your family team. And you have to do what's right for the family. Because I promise you, we're going to leave this life dead. Our bodies are going to be dead. And we are not going to take anything with us. We're not going to take jewels. We're not going to take money. We're not going to take alcohol. But I feel like all of these things have kept you tied up in the moment. Or you're not even enjoying the freedom of life. And it all comes through generosity. That's what I'm seeing here. Like, you have to be generous on your own part, not just collecting things for the long term. You have to be generous in your own part. And sometimes that means that, we aren't exactly who we want to be in society. I think once you become a team, once you become part of the growth of your family or those that you love, with the eclipses there, finding a new group of people to work with and ones that are more family oriented, I think. And perhaps doing things with families. Then you're going to be successful. Then you're going to find that Ace of Pentacles. You're going to find that bounty. You're going to find that new relationship. But it's almost like you have to let something go in order to have something better. That's what I'm getting out of this. Like there's something here that's just, you're not seeing. And if you have to make changes from July into December, and it's a disruption to your home and family, and it's a disruption to your career, and you're having to surround yourself with new people, it's kind of like let go and let God. See where you can jump in, see where you can be a team player, see how you can make things better. That's how you're going to find the reward, both materially and emotionally. But you want to leave all this emotional up and down and being controlled. You want to leave it all behind. Because that's a heavy load to bear, Aries. So let's check out your health for the year. And this is saying, really to watch your diet, watch out for food allergens. Making sure that you watch the bones and muscles, perhaps taking up a yoga practice, or really just getting out in nature and spending time in prayer, balancing that 6th and 12th house You know, not being afraid to spend time alone with spirit, and also, you know, working with other people, I feel like, to do things is really going to help you get out of a type of depression. And, you know, knowing that you're never alone. You know, we are never alone in this life. Being alone in this life is an illusion. We are part spirit and we're part physically here. And we have so many people surrounding us spiritually, willing to help us at any moment. Keep praying, because I feel like all of this is going to work out for a reason. Even if you get discouraged mid-year, even if you're not feeling like this is the way that's going the right way, it's going to work out. If some of you are suffering from an illness, I feel like for a lot of you, if you, you know, if this pertains to diet, exercise, maybe balancing blood sugar, you have to work on your faith. You know, I feel like some of you have gotten so down, probably in this emotional pull that has just kind of messed you up psychologically for a minute. Pluto in Capricorn is heavy, especially when it's square your sign. And so you're going to have to find a new way to have faith. Get your spiritual health in order, Aries, and then you'll be able to find your way out in the physical world. You'll be able to see how helping other people can help you, how being a team player can help you. And so that's what I have for you here today, Aries. I wish you the best in 2018. Until next time.